Hello team, and welcome to Core Quarters, brought to you by the Optimal Health Model. I'm your host Fraser, and today we're going to be kicking this off with the first episode of Series 1, looking at the fundamentals of core training. So the exercises that you're going to have in this session, pretty simple. We've got the prone hold, the side plank on either side, and we've also got the glute bridge. We've got 3 5-minute sets effectively, and we're going to get into it in about 10 seconds. So find your prone position, ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So you could choose to have the knees off the ground. If you're in that full plank position, squeeze the glutes, pull the elbows and forearms back to get your back engaging, and then keep lifting through the low belly as you squeeze the inner thighs. Option, you could have one knee on the ground, possibly both knees on the ground. Okay, we've got another 30 seconds of the prone. Let's focus on our breathing, really calm, rhythmic breathing through the nose. Keep the low belly lifted, last 15 seconds. Okay, next we're going to be rolling into a side plank, and I'll give you a few options depending on if you want to advance the technique or not. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute of the side plank. First option, bottom knee can be bent, top arm extends. Squeeze the glutes and find a strong T shape through the arms and shoulders. Okay, maybe you want to keep the top leg lifted. Option, you could come to scissor stance. So the top leg just in front of the bottom leg, both toes flex back, pulling the toes back towards the shins. Maybe you could stack both feet on top of each other. Okay, another 20 seconds. We want to keep a straight line through the spine. Keep the bottom hip lifted and engaged. You can feel your obliques working hard to keep the body still. Okay, last 10 seconds. Next, we're going to be rolling into the opposite side plank in 3, 2, 1. Straight into it. Keep working. Find your option for the side plank. Don't fall into the pool, whatever you do. Okay, so lift the bottom hip higher. Press into your supporting elbow and forearm. Extend and reach your top hand and fingers up to the sky, and then create stillness in the body as you breathe. "15 seconds to come, really slow and rhythmic with the breathing. Last 10 seconds, squeeze the glutes, lift to the pelvic floor, think of the toilet muscles. Lift, 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 keep it going for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge. Come down to the ground. Sit your heels at hip width. Slightly tuck the tail. Squeeze the bum. Lift the hips up to the sky. Few options here. You could stay in this position. If you wanted to move up and down through the bridge position, never let the hips fully touch the ground. Instead, hover the hips about a 1/4 inch off the ground, slowly lower, and then squeeze the glutes to press the hips up. We've got 1 minute of the glute bridge. Keep working hard, keep waking the back of the body up. Gluteus maximus, biggest muscle in the body, but often very deactivated from the seated posture that we live in. Last 3 seconds, keep the hips up, up, up. Okay, coming into our rest, slowly let one vertebrae at a time roll down onto the ground and take rest. We've got a minute here. Bring the hands to the sides of the lower abdomen. Breathe in and out the nose. Letting the body slow down. We've got 2 more sets of the same sequence. Knees come to the chest, slowly roll your way back up. All right. Second set, so we start with the prone, then the side plank, then the glute bridge. Another minute of the prone hold, starting up in 5, 4, 3, 2, go time. So you'll see quite a range of ways that the prone hold is taught. If people protract the shoulders and really lift through the upper back, or if they want to try keep the spine straight. I often think diversity is key. So train in as many different variations and ways as you can. However, I would say the majority of your prone positioning should be a neutral spine. You can still learn to engage the lats by drawing the elbows and forearms back in this position, but you don't necessarily need to fully protract. But of course, if you're getting into calisthenics and you're wanting to get that full posterior tilt, it will help. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, side plank, lift high. Okay, we're here for a minute. Now feel your glutes contract, so it fully extends your hip. You're pressing the hips forward towards me. And this is going to help get your glute medius on this bottom hip starting to turn on. You'll feel the side of your glute, the main stabilizing musculature of the hip, having to work hard here. Remember, any option, you could have that scissor stance, or you could have the legs stacked. 10 more seconds, side plank. Find stillness, brace the core. Strong, stiff core to keep the spine neutral. Other side, let's change. Again, breathing in and out the nose. Good. If you've got the top leg extended and the bottom leg bent, really contract the quadricep muscles. Lock the legs straight. Flex the feet back and feel as if you are kicking the heel out towards the side. Good strong foundation. Knee supporting elbow and shoulder. Feel that T shape. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge. Again, few options. Tail tucks, glutes engage. We hold high. So if you want to go there and you know you can keep the hips completely still, you can play around with a single leg glute bridge. Maybe hold for 3 to 5 seconds. You'll feel the body start to shake. That's when you want to turn it off. Get the stimulus, hold, hips stay square, and release. You do the single leg bridge to keep advancing it, or you can lift the heels. Really think about engaging the glutes where the hamstrings and the glutes connect. Right at the top of the hamstring, going up into that valley of the glute. And slowly release, coming into our rest. So from the back of the neck, roll one vertebrae at a time, down to the ground. Tailbone, the last piece of the spine to touch the ground. That is a good Pilates exercise to help develop awareness. Do it again. Lift the hips up, tuck the chin, Slowly from the shoulders and back of neck, roll down through thoracic spine, one vertebrae at a time, lumbar, all the way down to the sacrum. Good, knees hug into the chest. Rock and roll a few times. We've got one more set. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, prone hold. Go time. Okay, set, elbows, forearms pull back to engage your lats. Glutes and inner thighs contract. Ideally keep the heels together. It's all right, you could have the feet apart. It's probably a personal preference of mine. I find it helps to keep the inner thighs activated. And the inner thighs are the second biggest core muscle in the body. Sorry, the second biggest muscle overall per surface area. The biggest core muscle. Okay, last 20 seconds, body's starting to shake. That is a good sign. Fatigue setting in. We're not going to overdo it. Just get to that point where the body starts to shake. Last 10 seconds, breathing. Glutes on, elbows, forearms pushing into the ground. 3, 2, 1, side plank. Get straight into it. Try not to take too much time in that transition. It's easy to start cheating ourselves, taking 5-10 seconds in that transition, but we know we can get straight there. And it's only 15 minutes. So core quarters has been designed because generally people don't do enough core focused work. They know they should, but they generally do a little bit at the end of their workout and they don't prioritize it. But it is so key for injury prevention and maintaining optimal functionality of the body. Last 10 seconds to side plank, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Bottom hip lifting up, up, up. Transition, roll over to the opposite side, get straight there. Side plank. Good, try to keep the head and neck neutral, aligned with the rest of the spine, not having the head hang or have it kinked in a weird direction. Find a neutral alignment. By now your bottom hip should be really working to stabilize the bottom glute medius, especially if you've got that top leg lifted, but you don't have to. Last 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds. If you're in the scissor stance, keep that top hip rolled forward. Last 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge, let's finish strong. Get straight into it, tuck the tail, press the hips up. So you could just stay here with the hips up, a slight tuck of the tail, and focus on keeping weight through the heels and midfoot. It's going to really help you get the activation through the glutes and the hamstrings. Developing that awareness and feeling where we are distributing the weight of our body through the feet. Such a key component to enhancing every aspect of the physical dimension. Okay, we're almost there, team. Last 10 seconds, hips up, 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 squeeze. Imagine there's a credit card in between the booty cheeks. Go for it, go for it, go for it. And when you're ready, slowly release through the back of neck, mid-spine, low back, tail. Once again, press the hips up, breathing in and out the nose. Start rolling, curling the spine, one vertebrae at a time, down to the ground. Yes. Hug the knees into the chest. Nice release through happy baby, or any release to the hips that you need. Roll up. That is episode 1 of Core Quarters finished up. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the fundamentals series. I look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers.